Hello and welcome to episode 176 of the motherfucking Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, aka Uncle Jeffrey, and I'm
All right.
joined here as always
So,
with my friend
first
and
news out the
co-host.
way. Hulu is going to be no more next year. So, if you have Disney Plus, that's how you're going to be watching Hulu from now on. And I'm like, all right, so now that I'm paying for the Hulu Disney HBO bundle. So that means, motherfucker, I better be paying $20 a month instead of 30 a month now that I'm losing an app, a whole ass app that has all this shit on there. And I'm like, yo, it's not like Disney Plus has the best infrastructure anyway. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I
Yes.
heard this news, I was really pissed off because I've been with
Mm-hmm.
Hulu since the jump,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like I don't want Disney Plus, right? I simply don't. I don't want that brand. Don't want that imprint. I mean, we all knew that Hulu, when it first started out, it was a collaboration between ABC and Fox, right? Uh, which I was fine with, but like this new, like everything under the sun under Disney, I can't get with it at this point, right? I might as well just go back to fucking cable.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I agree with you that we do this is basically became cable again. And I'm just honestly, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I would rather have Hulu be its own fucking thing instead of this corporate consolidation that just keeps happening and happening and happening. Um, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm
Mhm.
not a fan at
Right,
all.
right.
I canceled Paramount Plus because of the whole shit that's going on with Colbert. You know what I'm saying? Well, not like I was paying for it anyway, but like I can, Um, also, now that Skydance and Paramount have officially merged, now there's room because David Ellison, that was his company. Because he's a billionaire and he's the son of a billionaire, now the rumor is he's trying to acquire
I mean,
Warner Brothers.
I don't even know what to feel.
Isn't one movie studio? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, one studio is enough. One studio is enough. And this is why I'm saying, like, politicians need to stay
Well, of
out of
course. I
business
mean, look,
because if he
I
wants it, he's
I
gonna
pretty
get it
much assume
because you
that
know who
if
he's
you
tight with,
are
right?
rich and a villain, you're you're shaking hands with them. You know, Tangerine Tyrant.
Yeah, yeah. Um, can I don't think WB needs to be reacquired by anybody. They've gone through
Mm.
so many companies in the past 20 years. Like Time, remember Time bought them, so there were Time Warner. Then Time went under, and then AOL bought them. It was
Well,
AOL, and then after AOL went under, it was I think it was just
right.
I think that's when they became Warner. I think they were independent for a hot minute, and then AT&T bought them. They became Warner Media. Warner Media went under. Now Warner Brothers Discovery, and
And
now
here's
Discovery's like, fuck, man, we gotta split this shit
and like
apart
and
again
here's the
after
thing.
bringing everything
Warner
together.
Brothers,
Like, this
literally the
media
oldest
consolidation shit is
studio
not working, bro.
in the fucking game, just run it right. That's all you have to do.
I mean, ever since Minecraft, they've been on a run where every movie they've put out now has opened at #1. And it's going so well that even David Zavlov's like, oh, you know what? I guess we're gonna make more original movies. It's like, yeah, no shit. I wish the rest of Hollywood would take heed and make original movies. More than anybody, I would love fucking Disney to start taking some
Right.
risk instead
And
of
we've been
making the
talking about
same
this
homogenized
for
shit
years,
over
right?
and over and
That
over.
that it was going to come around, right? Like the bottom was going to fall out of all this like Marvel comic book bullshit, right? And then people are going to want something different, something new. And right,
The crash just happened a lot faster just because, well, we'll get into that in
right.
what have you watched lately, because I saw Fantastic Four again, but like the bottom crashed out. Like let's just be real, like these movies will make money but
Right.
not
And
the money
honestly,
that they
in this
used to, and they're
economy,
just not part of the
people are
pop
sick of
culture
hearing about how you spent 300
talking
million
points anymore.
on a motherfucking movie, right? Three right. Right. Like 300 million, you know what you could
And
do
how
with that
shitty it
when
looks
it
for
comes to like
300
the
million.
world, to America. People are sick of that shit, right? We're going to get back to how it was in the 90s when the lower the budget was, the more prestige and clout you got, right? I'm looking forward to like the $5 million indie coming back. Yeah.
That's starting to come back around. Would So our other
Oh
piece of
yeah,
news
it
that I
did.
want to talk about before we get into what do you watch lately is Shrek blinked. Yesterday morning, DreamWorks announced they're like, yeah, so Shrek's not coming out on Christmas anymore. It is now moving from Christmas 2026 to June, I think it's June 27th, 2027.
Hmm.
And I was like, fucking goddamn fucking Marvel, man. Like I don't like Shrek at all. I would rather fucking Shrek come out than a fucking Doomsday, quite frankly. And the fact, like, I nothing irks my soul
Uh
more knowing that they chose the same
it's
fucking release
like
date
they're
as Doom.
all playing Russian roulette, right? But they don't know what the rules are. So like the gun has 6 bullets in it, right? Like it's just making dummy moves. They've been making dummy moves, right? Um, and instead of working together, right, to maximize people returning to the theater, they're still playing this like big dick game that, right? Yeah, there's
Oh, it's Disney. That's just Disney's MO. They bully theater owners into showing their movies. They're like, yo, because they rule pop culture. Like when Star Wars came out, Hateful Eight was out. And when Star Wars came out, they were just like, I remember the Cinerama Dome. They were like, hey, Quentin's giving us a print, like a 70 millimeter print to show of the Hateful Eight, and we want to run it. And they're like, oh, well, you guys want to run Star Wars?
um,
Then
a-
it has to
a-
be
a-
on your biggest screen, not this movie.
yeah,
And Quentin's
and
still tight about
unfortunately
that till this
they
day.
can
They
because
bully, they
they've got
bully
all the money in the
people.
fucking world.
And they own everything. This is what I mean when I get why all my friends were like, "Yo, this is
Yeah,
terrible
I mean,
that
like
they
when they
own
first
all this shit
announced
now."
that
And I,
Disney
and
was
they were right.
buying
They were right.
Fox, what was that, like 10, 15 years ago? Right? I screamed to the heavens about how that was a
Yeah.
bad fucking idea. Right? Like it was the worst thing that happened to entertainment. Right? And look at us now. Look at us now. You know? Yeah.
Look, look. All I gotta say is, I Doomsday, because a lot of you Marvel fans really think that these movies are going to destroy. Like everybody swears up and down, Spider-Man's getting an IMAX release, and I'm like, it's in Nolan's contract that the Odyssey has to play for 3 weeks. The IMAX CEO already said it has to play for 3 weeks, and then everybody goes, Well, the IMAX CEO also said that Dune
Hmm.
is shooting entirely in IMAX when it's not. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, he wasn't wrong either. Like, it's been confirmed Denis is shooting on IMAX film cameras, not for the whole movie, but for a good portion of it. And I'm just like, when it comes down to it, they're going to give precedent over the filmmakers who use their technology and who have clout in the game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Nolan is the biggest director on the planet right now, whether you want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker puts his name on a movie and people are going to go see it. I mean, Oppenheimer made 389 million here and 980 million worldwide. That's
And
almost $1 billion opening against another global juggernaut, right? Uh Denis, people love Denis. People love the Dune movies. Like, sure, I think Doomsday will probably beat it
right. So
opening
like
weekend, but
um
that's it. Like,
Nolan
these Marvel movies bottom
made,
out
like,
after
if you do the
opening weekend.
math, $1.5 billion on a talkie, right? On a fucking biopic, right? So what? Well, if you said 3.8, right?
He it didn't hit a billion though. It didn't hit a billion.
368, right? And you said 9.
No, 9. So it made
Oh,
368
okay.
here, right? And then
Okay, so
worldwide, it
that's
was
okay. I thought
986 or 89.
let's just call it a billion. Like,
989 or
like let's
990.
let's quibble over
It
numbers,
was
right? Like
touching a
at
billion, but
that
it didn't
at
hit a
that
billion.
higher point, right? A couple of, million ain't gonna different make a difference, but he made it off of a talkie, right? A biopic. So can you imagine the money and the longevity of a fantasy epic? Right. Exactly. Like nothing.
That they've been trying to adapt since the beginning of time. The
Right.
one
I
thing
mean,
that we
look,
all had to read in school, because
we've
if
been
you didn't read
ingrained
the
with this
Odyssey, you read
for
the
the last,
Iliad. So I
I mean,
mean,
100 years, right? There is nothing is going to even come close to competing with this in 2020, like in this year, right? So why like in 2026, the it, there I don't even know why you would
and
try to play this dumb game against it.
well, and the fact that it has apparently the biggest set pieces and action that Nolan's done yet. So much that stunt people are like, "Yeah, bro, I'm fucking tired when I go home every day." And you know how stunt people are. They go home. They go
Yeah.
once they get off. They're like, "Yo, let's go drink."
Right. So
They go to
like
sleep at 2 a.m.
anything
for a
that
5 a.m.
even
Call time. You don't give a fuck.
considers or thinks that they can go against it, they're setting themselves up for failure. I don't care how big Spider-Man is, like, or how good they say it is or think it is. Like, just because you see that behind the scenes picture of him on the fucking car, on the tank. I mean, yeah, it's hard. That is a hard ass picture, right?
Tank on the
But
tank, yeah.
I mean, it's not competing, right?
Two of the main stars, because we all now that it's come out, Tom Holland, John Berthal, and Mark Ruffalo will all be in that movie, and Mark Ruffalo is going to be the Hulk. How the Hulk fits into that shit, I don't know. I guess they're going to give Punisher the War Machine armor, which no thank you, because they gave it to him in the comics, and people are like, fuck this. Because they killed off Rhodey during Civil War 2, and War Machine took no, excuse me, Frank took the War Machine armor, put a skull on it, and uses the War Machine armor. And I was just like,
uh,
reminds me of another Frank. He definitely do some fucking appropriation shit like that. But yeah, like I'm just like I'm not really down for seeing a
so
three-way fight between Punisher,
Doomsday
Spider-Man, and Hulk. Like that
is,
sounds stupid.
I am so not interested in seeing this movie. This is coming from a person who thinks that uh Endgame, right, is peak cinema, right? Like peak entertainment, right? I loved the Avengers films, right? I loved those first phases, that first 10 years. Coming from someone who was like Marvel, rah, rah, I have no interest in seeing what they're doing with Doomsday. And the way they're stacking the cast, right? Like, the old, singers X-Men are gonna be in it. Cool for like 20 seconds, right?
And for to do all these 80, that's the other problem, because since Endgame, sure, they've retired some people, but then they've also
Right.
brought in another 50 fucking characters. That's on top of the people who already were in this shit. I'm like, all right, so now we have like close to like 80 characters that need to be properly serviced across these two movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars. One of whom, Shang-Chi, I'm glad everybody's starting to point out the thing I've been saying on this fucking show. We haven't seen him since his movie. Who the fuck knows what he's been up to? His movie was a hit. That is almost 5 years ago. The dude who directed that movie, who helped bring that character to the screen, is doing Spider-Man because he's having a hard time with a Shang-Chi sequel.
Right. Right.
Why then do I have faith in
Like,
this fucking
we've seen the
Spider-Man if you can't even make
Abomination
a sequel
more,
to the shit you
right?
helped bring to
In
life?
movies than Shang-Chi.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They don't even mention that motherfucker.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, man. Not nowhere. All right, look. Sure. Y'all keep thinking, like, they swear up and down that Dune will not get the IMAX screens. I'm like, if he's shooting with IMAX film cameras, that gets the priority. Same thing with Nolan. Y'all swear, everybody swears to God that he's losing IMAX screens week 3, and I'm like, do you guys don't understand how contracts work?
Look at the
If it's
money
in
the
his
man
contract
has
that he
made.
gets 3 weeks,
Right.
he's getting 3 weeks. Off of Oppenheimer, they had to extend Oppenheimer for like a whole fucking another 3 weeks in normal IMAX screens.
Right.
And the theaters that could run IMAX 70, they ran that shit for like 2-3 months. And they kept bringing Oppenheimer back to the regular IMAX screens. And y'all trying to tell me Spider-Man's going to be getting IMAX. I want to see Spider-Man on IMAX. I'm like, yeah, maybe in week 2, week 3, but opening weekend, y'all better get that notion out your fucking head. And they're like, but my IMAX is not a real IMAX; it's a smaller one. I'm like,
if it's branded
do you
IMAX,
not understand?
Doesn't matter if it's
how a
8
contract
stories
works,
or 2 stories or whatever. If it's branded IMAX, guess what? It's an IMAX fucking cinema. They are going to do what they're going to do. Right. Right. Like,
yo, Dolby's right there too. Like y'all can go see Spider-Man in Dolby. And it's not like, and not for nothing, all these Marvel movies, with only 2 exceptions, have been in digital IMAX aspect ratio anyway. So like, what does it matter? Yeah. Y'all swear up and down. Y'all, all right. They also swear up and down these
Cool.
both
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Doomsday are gonna make $1 billion. I'm like, okay, all right, well, yeah, all right. It'll make, listen, the days of these things making $1 billion are done. Only one movie. Normally we have like 3 or 4 movies by now make $1 billion, and only one movie this year has made $1 billion, and that's Lilo and Stitch. Otherwise, the only studio that has made money off their fucking movies this year has been Warner Brothers. And I'm like, where were you motherfuckers for Mickey 17? Where were you motherfuckers for Black Bag? I'm glad all these movies have started making money from Minecraft on, because if Sinners flopped, we'd be in a bad spot. If Weapons flopped, we'd be in a bad
100%.
spot. If
100%.
Superman flopped, I think the industry would have crumbled.
Days of
in general.
Comic book movies, unoriginal comic book movies. Let me not like say, because what DC is planning seems sort of interesting, right?
Right. And I never thought fucking Superman would beat out a Fantastic Four movie. But here we are. There, everybody's saying like, you know, when the dust settles,
Yeah,
Superman's
I
gonna
mean, and
gross
look,
30 to
I
40 million, maybe even
I'm
50
a
million
Superman
more
fan,
than
one hundred
Fantastic Four.
percent die hard. But I liked Fantastic Four more than I like Superman. This movie, right?
So what does that say? So what does that say? We finally get what we asked
Right.
for, a
I mean,
good
I
Fantastic
don't
Four
even
movie.
fuck with
And people
Fantastic
are,
Four,
they went
and I
opening
thought it was a better
weekend, and then
movie.
after that, like they were just like,
Mm.
so
Yeah,
you know what this
well,
tells me? It tells me the normies
the
are
studios
done.
fucked around when they found
The
out.
normies were like, oh yeah, you know what? Fuck this. All right, let's get into what have you watched lately.